Hey, good day to you there, Austin Life Church. Checking in here at the end of, close to the end of 2019. And as a church, we really want to be open and have a constant dialogue about what are we doing as a church? What does God have us here? Where are we going? Are we making the best use of our time and resources? And so we just wanted to check in into 2019 as we start looking into 2020. This year, God has continued to bring us along and to build His church. We've seen some great things, and it's also been a really challenging year. We've seen God bring new life. We've seen baptisms happen and people sharing the gospel, and new community groups and discipleship groups, and our first international mission trip. And we've also seen heartache and sickness and spiritual attack in ways that we never imagined. And I guess, honestly, that's what this is. That's the life of seeking Jesus and knowing that there's an enemy that wants to steal, kill, and destroy. And so the great news that Jesus tells us is He's greater than the ones in the world. We have hope. And so we press on and we keep on until God says, that's it, no more. And so we wanted to recap 2019 as far as budget and also look ahead into 2020. In 2019, our budget was $475,000. Yes, that is a big number. And it's expensive, apparently, to do church in Central Austin. And so the breakdown of our 2019 budget, just to be open and transparent, we have some main big buckets of our budget. And so 10% of our budget was giving. We want to, everything that comes in, 10% we want to send back out to church planners and to missionaries, to ministry outside of ourselves. And then we had 52% was personnel, 11% was Austin Life ministry costs, 4% was operations, 20% were facility costs, and then 3% towards savings. And so of our $475,000 budget, praise God, that has been met in 2019. It is a tremendous gift from the Lord. The bulk of our giving still comes from outside givers, churches and families who love and support us and believe in what God's doing. And so they are giving above and beyond so that we can continue ministry. We've seen internal giving from within Austin Life, double over this year. It went from $6,000 a month to $12,000 a month, which is an incredible growth. It's also tells us we have a long way to go. Our goal is $30,000 a month of internal giving. And so we have a long way to go, but that's expected, and we're okay with that. We just believe that we're continuing to move in the right direction. One day, we believe that we are going to be a church that sends out church plants, and we're going to be giving above and beyond so that other churches can be supported just like we have been by them. And so that's where we've been for 2019. So for our 2020 budget, we are actually keeping the overall budget at the same, $475,000. But we're making some changes. So we're going to increase our outgoing giving bucket. We want to continue to increase that number so that we're giving more and more and more away. And we're going to decrease our personnel budget and some of our operations budgets. Our overall goal is that the money that comes in will continue to go out towards ministry and less will be spent towards internal operating costs, facilities, and personnel. That's the trend we want to continue to make. As a norm, we're doing really well in our budgets when it comes to church plans. So be encouraged there. You guys have been faithful, and it's cool to see God using that and still blessing that and keeping us on track and really in a good pace for where we need to go. As we head into 2020, if you haven't been giving to Austin Life, now's a great time to start. God doesn't need our money, but He calls us to give so that we can see His faithfulness more and more and more. And so let me encourage you to set a regular form of giving, weekly or monthly. You can do that on the website or in person, however's best for you. But every bit plays a part and it matters. We're really excited for 2020. We trust that God's going to do great things. It may not always be easy, but we know who He is, and we're excited to see Him work. We're excited to go through the book of Acts. We're excited to take more international trips and continue ministry locally with Angel House and around town on campus and other ways. And so we're just really confident that God is still calling us forward and He's going to do great things. Thank you so much for being a part. We can't be the church without you. It just doesn't work. And so thank you for being a part. We love you guys. And if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask us. All right, I think that's it.